showing people that you can do things with a twist and actually be appreciative. They said, what the educational job, Chopra? She said she already was a teacher.
Yeah. I'm an IT consultant, so I work fintech, IT finance.
And she's a teacher already, fellas. So, ladies and gentlemen, listen, we can't take too much of the time because it is. Tell me what time it is over there, just so they know what's going on.
It is 11:34 p.m.
All right. See, because in a minute, Paulina go over there. So, what we want to do, we want to have you guys back at least often, but not overkill. Meaning, often enough where you guys are going to be, because it's endless information, and I feel that a lot of people. Well, we're gonna create a fan base here, so that's clearly what we're doing here. I'll do my part, you do your part, and that's just the reality. And I think that a lot of people need to. If there's any questions you guys have, you can hit me on my email. You can hit me on my website. But what would you guys like to encourage in this world to people that dealing with everything that we're dealing with, life, just generally with the whole pandemic, the situation with racial equality, depression, stress? I mean, you know, you can look at you guys and see, like, do you guys go through depression? I know Victor went through something where he didn't have his shit cut in like 4 or 3 months.
That's it, man. That's it. I got that straightened up though, bro.
He sent me a video. I said, "Who the hell is this?" I had to rewind this shit. I didn't even recognize him. So
that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Just give me some time. I'm gonna twist it up. But I know Vic, he about his words, so I knew he was gonna come through. Oh wow, this is my sister. My sister just says they are cute. So this is my sister.
Thank you, Kim.
She'll be back here as well. She's very much like your sister. They're very
lovely. They're very lovely. Must be
very lovely. Yeah. And see, this is the thing that I show Paulina with class here, and I really appreciate you doing this, because I really want to encourage more people to be into what attracts them. You know, if you're attracted to a man that happens to be from Saturn, so what? Like, that's what you're attracted to. That's what you're attracted to. You know, embrace that. Don't let these thin perimeters destroy you. So what would y'all say in regards to all that, to give your final words before we bow out?
I would say, man, like, so when I first met her, I had no idea where she was from, to be honest. I had no idea. I just saw a beautiful woman, and I'm like,
can you tell the story?
Yeah, tell the story, because we went up. Before you tell the story, I want y'all to know that there is a story where, man, you don't have to work hard with being online. Like, sometimes it's just best to do the real old school way of meeting somebody in person. I talk about this shit every day. And you know what? Paulina and Victor is going to confirm this. Tell them the story, Victor.
But what I say real quick is that, for those who aren't familiar with Daniel, who are new to the channel, new to everything he's saying is facts. Like, asknathaniel.com. He's the guy. Yeah, he's the guy. So, man, it was like, I was walking to my car with a friend, and we were like coming back from a bar, going to the car, and my friend's like, I want to get some food. And so we went into like a little fast food joint. And when I went in there, like across the counter, all the way at the other side of the counter, I could see a beautiful lady looking up at the menu, right? She's looking up at the menu. It was actually hilarious. Like, she was like,
I was focused.
She's super focused, like ordering. And I'm like, I saw her, and I'm like, okay. I look back at, you know, the guy in front of me, and I was just literally going to get like a bag of chips, I guess you call them, fries.
French fries.
Yeah, fries. That was it. Like fries, a bottle of water, I'm good. And so I saw her. I look back at this dude. I made my order, and I'm like, cool. So you know how we do, right? I'm like, all right, let me I'm gonna think of something to say, right? So bang, I made my order, and then literally I look back and she's not there. Like she disappeared. I'm like, shit. And the entrance is on this side. And so that means she has to walk past me. So I look back and literally I turned and she's like right here. Like she's literally right next to me. And she's walking out, right? And I'm like, so I literally I stopped her. I'm like, I said, wait. I said, sorry, I know this is
And I had just taken a bite of my food.
she's got a mouthful of food, man. No, like she's literally got a mouthful. She's like, look. Like this. And she couldn't look at me, right? So she's looking up. She couldn't look at me, right? I'm like, one second, sorry, I think you're really beautiful. I said, I'd love to speak to you more. So if you like, just wait outside, I'll be out in a minute, and we can talk. And she's trying not to laugh. She's got a mouthful of food. She's looking up, and she just leaves, right? So I have no idea if she's gonna still be there, kind of thing. Right? I have no idea. Well, I get my food. My friend comes in, and I say to my friend, "Oh, he doesn't order anything." And I say to my friend, "By the way, when we go outside, I may have to leave you for a minute, right? Because there was a girl I just spoke to. I'm hoping that she's still outside." We went outside, and sure enough, she was there. She was with her friend. She's with her friend. And so I just went over and we started talking, and yeah, we were talking for like almost an hour, just talking. And like I say, it was interesting because in that very first conversation.
And I saw his French fries.
Yes, yeah, she had like a kebab.
She held herself. I like that.
In that
I was like, oh, what do you have? My food's not good.
In that conversation, I'm like, you don't need to be eating that stuff. Like that's nah, you don't need to be eating that stuff. She's eating my fries.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But then in that conversation, we actually we were talking about like cultures, and she said that night, like, in fact, her friend said that her friend's white. Her friend was white that she was with that night, and her friend was like, it's surprising how many people are so racist because tonight so many people came up to her and said, oh, like Breaking Bad, like, are you in the cartel?
Do you have any drugs?
Do you have any
drugs? Are you a drug dealer? Yeah.
Crazy. So
what? Me?
Yeah. So we're literally having this conversation. Like, yeah. So we're just touching on
serious.
Crazy. So we're just touching on this conversation, like different things, and that was basically it, man. That's how we met, and we exchanged information, and our first date, she turned up late. She said it's Latina time. But yeah, man, it's all good. It's all good. So
I was getting ready. I was worth the wait.
She says Latina time.
That's what she said. She said
I love the confidence, boy. I love the confidence.
I was like, sorry I'm late. It's Latina time. I'm sorry.
I love it. Was this with this impression? I just want to say I encourage a lot of men to meet women in person. Fuck the internet. There's just too much of assortments out here to do that. What was about what made him seal the deal to you? Like, what really just did it? Was it the persistence? Was it the masculinity? Was it the smile? Was it the voice? Was it the accent? Or was it just the character?
To be honest, it was his kindness. I could tell right away that he was a very, very kind person, a very passionate person. Like the way that he spoke to me about different things, he does it very passionately and still does. He's just a very knowledgeable person. And I was very intrigued. I think after maybe our fourth or fifth date, then we both knew that we really liked each other. So it was very much a process of like getting to know each other, just having like really like the uncomfortable conversations that you're not supposed to have about like race, religion, money, all those things. Like we had all those conversations. And I think we still do. Like we still talk about uncomfortable things together. And I think that's very important, to have somebody that you feel comfortable enough
100%,
to talk and to communicate and to have that that constant knowledge, that constant, like, you know, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? And so we're constantly teaching each other things, and we know we don't always agree, but we try to respect each other's opinions, and we try to see, okay, well, you know, he thinks this because of where he's coming from, his point of view, his background.
As long as we can understand each other, So as long as she can understand, like, why I'm thinking a certain way, and I can understand why she's seeing things a certain way, that's pretty much it, man.
Well, what wouldn't you guys agree about? I couldn't even imagine y'all going through a debate of.
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised.
Really? Wow, that's great. So I would.
But I think it's because we both have very strong, opinionated personalities.
Right.
So I think, you know, I think that's what it is. Like, neither of us is like a pushover. Neither of us is like, you know what, you can have it your way. So when we do butt heads, it's, you know, because we have conflicting points of view, and then we talk it out.
Yeah, and I think as I say, man, as long as she can see where I'm coming from, and I can see where she's coming from, then, you know, if we agree to disagree, that's cool. But if the other person can't see it, at least in my experience with it, the other person can't see it, then there's always going to be a problem, because, you know, we're not understanding each other. So that's all it is, man.
Well, do y'all go through debates like who loves each other the most? Like, I love you more. Shit, I love you more. You know,
that's smooth, man. That's smooth.
Yep, that's our biggest debate.
Now the thing is, who's more of the softy and the romantic person? Who's the mushy person? Really interesting. Okay. You see, because
I'm very emotional and passionate, and I think maybe that's from my heritage.
It's true.
I have lots of emotions, and I'm never afraid to show them, whether they're like, you know, happy, sad, angry, and I think he can like read them like in my face as well. Like, he knows, oh, she's upset, or she's sad or disappointed, or she's happy about this.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. See, well, it's now the thing is, I know Victor is a romantic dude in his way as well. So, like, what is the ultimate way? What is he romantic with? You know, is he more the flower guy? Is he the guy that like will put your bath water in and cut the little petals and shit? Like, what's his thing? We want to know his soft side. Has he ever cried to you? Has he ever cried to you because he read a beautiful card and he started just like, oh my God, I love you. You know, did he just tear? Did you ever see him, you know, like get emotional with you because he loved you so much?
So yes, yeah, absolutely. So for example, Victor he grew up not celebrating his birthday. And I've always celebrated my birthday.
What? I didn't know that, Vic.
Yeah. I grew up. I grew up not celebrating. Birthdays, Christmas, and whatnot, like religious background. So I never.
Oh, okay.
Growing up, that's what it was. Yeah.
And I do. And for my birthday was on June 1st, like right in the middle of the quarantine and the pandemic.
Right.
And he like decorated our apartment. He decorated our flat. And he got me a cake, and we had like a little dance party together, and he wrote me a really sweet card. So he is romantic, and he does show it like in his way. Like sometimes he'll surprise me. Like for example, we just had a nice little trip to the south of France. So that was lovely. Yeah.
You see, well, your brothers need to step your game up, man. He ain't sit here traveling to say he going exclusive shit that y'all never. He just took you. Y'all just went where?
We went to the south of France, so we were in the French Riviera.
Yeah, so Nice, and then like a day in Monaco. you know, I mean, as you know, and everyone watching as well, man, this fucking pandemic has been so crazy. It's been, you know, it's been. We needed that break.
And things here are much different than they are in America. Like things here are more controlled. There's like air bridges, places that you can travel to safely.
Yeah, and you don't have to quarantine.
And you don't have to quarantine. So it's not like we, you know, just packed our bags and we're like, you know, let's just go. No, like we did everything quite safely.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
you don't want to let people know that y'all just like left and like, oh fuck, I'm gonna corrode everybody.
Nah. Nah, it was legit. There's
a lot of us leave for that reason. I just want to give a special shout out real quick. We got a lot of comments coming up here, but ladies and gentlemen, they're going to be leaving very soon, like ASAP. Shout out to Letterbox. I appreciate that donation, man. We really appreciate you. I think the biggest thing that we need to know, I think that this is enough. I think that more people would love to be inspired, because people are inspired by couples, because people that are single that want to be in a relationship, they would like to know. So, you know, my sister just asked this question. She says, it's beautiful, but things have gotten hard meeting people during this pandemic. People's places are closed, face covered in masks. You guys obviously let them know that you didn't just meet 3 months ago. You met how long ago?
Yeah, we met like over 4 years now, man.
Almost 5.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So your love is pandemic proof. Your love is pandemic proof. You survived it.
It's been tested.
But you know what? I have friends who have been dating like during the pandemic and who've been going on like, you know, walks in the park together, or like, you know, just meeting outside for, you know, you bring your drink, I bring my drink, and let's go sit somewhere. So I think there is a way, and I would also
FaceTiming. I've seen people having that FaceTiming initially, and then building up to maybe meeting, as you're saying, in the park later on. I've got friends that have been doing that as well.
Yeah. And I would say, like, pandemic or not, just always know your worth and, you know, try to find somebody who's going to value you and respect your beliefs, your background. I think that's the most important thing. Like I said before, I really don't believe in, oh, I have this type and I only date, you know, this type of person. I think that whoever you date, it should be somebody who respects you. So
that's the bottom line. And the thing is, y'all mentioned, which was great, your love was tested through the pandemic, because a lot of people wasn't too fortunate to survive that, man. A lot of couples out here, unfortunately, a lot of